The man was working hard on the job, but the way he worked so hard started to piss off his coworkers. They kicked over his lunchbox, then stomped on his sandwich, and warned him that next time it wouldn't be so simple. Jack clenched his hammer tight when he heard that, but this time he held back. At lunch he sat alone on the rooftop hungry. That's when a coworker named Nick came over and offered Jack half of his own lunch. Nick had seen the whole bullying incident. He was angry, but there wasn't much he could do, so all he could do was share his lunch with Jack. But that one kind act ended up saving Nick's life. Later that afternoon, Jack overheard a secret. Turns out those guys weren't just construction workers. They were planning a robbery. They found out a mob boss was hosting a private game that night, and no guns were allowed. Only one guard stationed outside. Take out the guard and they'd score big. The two guys were getting hyped up, then realized Jack was sitting nearby. They got mad quick and warned Jack to stay out of it. Just then a scream echoed through the site. A worker had broken his arm. With one man down, they needed a third guy, so they set their sights on Nick. They told him there was a job that paid big, but didn't say they were robbing a mob boss. That night the three of them went into action. Two of them held the place up with guns, while Nick started filling the bags with cash. But the moment he realized the whole room was full of mobsters, Nick started to panic. He dropped the full bag, spilling cash everywhere. He scrambled to pick it up, but his wallet fell out too with his ID showing. The three of them ditched the rest of the money, grabbed the bags and made a run for it. They made it back to the construction site. That's when the two guys decided Nick had to go, because the mob boss would definitely find him, and then trace it back to them. They fired up the cement mixer, and got ready to throw Nick in, but then a voice came from behind them. They walked up all cocky thinking they'd scare him off, but this time Jack had had enough. He took them down fast, and to make sure Nick was truly safe, Jack decided to clean up the mess for good. Meanwhile the mob boss was still plotting his revenge. Suddenly the lights went out. Gunshots rang through the room. When the lights came back on, the mob boss was the only one left. By the time the cops arrived, Jack had already vanished like a ghost, but what he didn't know was that someone mysterious had been watching him all along.